Hey, my name is Dwane. I'm 10 years old. I go to Highland Elementary School. I'm in 5th grade. My teacher is Miss Teston, and today we're going to be talking about the frog cycle. First of all, we're going to start off talking about what's a frog and all the kind of species they do and everything they do. And so, what is a frog? A frog is an amphibian animal which probably lives in forests and other parts of the world, such as probably rainforest, normal forests, and probably some grasslands that less people live in. So now we can talk about the difference of frogs and toads. So the frogs, they have two building eyes. They have strong, long, webbed hind feet that are adapted for leaping and swimming. The smooth or slimy skin. Generally, frogs tend to like moisture environments. Toads, as usually, they're fatter and they don't hop. They just walk. And they have short hind legs for walking instead of hopping, like I just said, and dry skin. And parotid or poison glands behind eyes, which could be very, very dangerous. The chest cartilage of toads is different also. Toads tend to lay eggs in long, Frogs tend to lay eggs in clusters, and toads do the same thing. And now we're going to start the life cycle of a frog. So let's start with eggs. The eggs are really small, transparent little balls that have a black dot in them. And the next step for this is turning into a tadpole, which has the long tail and the body of the frog. And the tadpole without gills has the legs, and then the tail gets sort of smaller right here. And the tadpole with the front legs and the back legs with the tail which is almost loosened. And here it is, the adult frog, which has already turned in. And frogs, they come in many different colors and many shapes and in many of talented ways of them doing stuff. Some frogs have tongues that are long and sticky. Some have them dry, which can't help them eat at all or to catch flies. But some species of frogs are the best for the hopping, the greatest. They hop great and really tall. Some, they are really big, which could be the world record. Some even camouflage, and some even trick predators, and we're gonna get to that in just a minute. And many people ask questions about if frogs have teeth. they actually do, and but not like humans' teeth. They have a ridge of very small cone teeth around the upper edge of the jaw. So you can actually see them if you hold them and open up their mouth, which could be really gross. So yeah, and here it talks about the skin, how the skin is, how smooth, how slimy. And here you can see one of those pictures. See, sort of soft, feels wet, sort of sticky. But here, the frog legs is the part that helps him hop really hard because they have a special part in it. Frogs, they also have ears. You know that? They use their ears. They're really big. They're actually called tympani, which is a special kind of drum. So they use them to hear if predators are coming or any kinds of people or humans or anything. Frogs, they also have feet, special kinds of feet for climbing or hopping or swimming. There's a special kind of frog named Litoria infrafrenata, which has sticky feet that are big and helps it climb because it's a tree frog. And some frogs have parachutes on their feet so that when they jump off a tree, they can land safely and in a safe way. Some even use their legs that are sort of spiky for digging, keeping their food or probably anything like that. And did you know that frogs, they have a special way of tricking predators? Like I just told you that we're going to talk about that in a minute. Well, all they do is when a predator is there, such as lizards, birds, or snakes, which are main predators for frogs, a special species of frogs, they divide into a half, and then when they jump off the tree, it looks like they are already dead because they're broken into a half. So it makes the predator think that they're dead. Frogs, they have really good feet and a really good way of hopping. Did you know that a frog jumped over 33.5 inches, and its name is Sant Jai. So this famous frog made this hop in South Africa. And the frog skin, just like I've talked to you about, well, that sometimes it's soft, slimy, dry, and let me tell you a part that I know, which is that when they live for many years, their skin, dry skin, gets really old and slimy. So when they go into the water, they take the coat off and then they eat it. That's their way of surviving, which is disgusting, which I wouldn't want to do if I was a frog. So if their skin is dry and soft, they don't have to do that because theirs is not slimy. All they have to do is just live for many years. some frogs, actually, they sing, and the really big bubble comes out of under their jaw. It's like a really big balloon, and it makes them make that sound of ribbit, and it calls other species of frogs to come for, like, help or anything like that. So what I did here is put my purpose for this project. So my investigation is about the changes of a tadpole into an adult frog, and the other information about them and everything else. My hypothesis was to put that face in order. So I put tadpole turning into an adult frog and the difference between other species. My prediction will be an egg and then a tadpole and then developing gills, tail, and a mouth with starts swimming and feeds on algae after swimming in all the water. So my procedure here is that the observation of this procedure is to give the faces of a frog tadpole into a grown-up, and it starts like this is this tadpole, is an egg. So the and then I did my results that my hypothesis was correct. I did my faces and I did all about the other information. So my conclusion I already did. I have learned that the faces of frogs aren't actually as normal as other animals' growth. So I think it means that frogs are most popular in the amphibian group because they have really cool different ways of surviving and eating and everything. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.